The golden age of Hollywood shone with dazzling stars, captivating audiences with their charm, beauty, and apparent wealth. Yet behind the glimmering lights and red carpets, many of these actors and singers faced a harsh reality. Despite earning vast sums during their careers and living in luxurious homes, the combination of financial mismanagement, personal struggles, addiction, and sometimes outright bad luck left many of them destitute by the time of their deaths. Fame and fortune, while alluring and intoxicating, proved to be fleeting for even the most celebrated individuals. The stories of these legends serve as a stark reminder that the glamour of Hollywood often hides a darker, more fragile reality. In this video, we explore how careers that once seemed invincible could crumble, leaving stars alone, in debt, and struggling to survive despite their immense talents and cultural impact. Judy Garland, immortalized as the iconic Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, earned an estimated $40 million over her illustrious career, a staggering fortune for her time. Yet by the time she passed away at the age of 47 on June 22, 1969, she was nearly destitute. Her estate was valued at only $40,000, while she owed around $4 million in debts, including significant unpaid taxes to the IRS. Garland's financial collapse stemmed from multiple factors: a lifelong struggle with addiction to prescription drugs and alcohol, exploitation by agents and financial advisors, and the reckless spending of her third husband, Sid Luft, on failed business ventures. In her later years, she was forced to perform in small venues, unable to pay hotel bills, and even fled to London to take modest nightclub gigs just to make ends meet. Her story illustrates the harsh price of fame, as one of Hollywood's most beloved stars died facing financial ruin, desperate to support her children and preserve some dignity amid mounting debts. Errol Flynn, the dashing swashbuckler known for Captain Blood and the adventures of Robin Hood, enjoyed immense fame and fortune in his lifetime. Despite earning millions, his wealth evaporated almost entirely by the time of his death at 50 on October 14, 1959, leaving only $10,000 behind. Flynn's financial downfall was fueled by extravagant spending on yachts, homes, and a lavish lifestyle, compounded by legal troubles, including the infamous 1943 statutory rape trial, which, though acquitted, cost him significant legal fees. His divorce from actress Lily DeMita drained his finances further, while a failed film project, Will Tell, collapsed after investors withdrew, leaving Flynn deeply in debt. Struggling with alcoholism and declining health, he spent his final years performing in low-budget films just to survive. Flynn's story demonstrates that charm and talent alone cannot protect one from financial peril, and that even a seemingly unstoppable career can unravel through poor decisions and unforeseen misfortunes. Barbara Payton's story is a tragic example of Hollywood's cruelty toward beauty and potential. A luminous starlet of the early 1950s, Payton captivated audiences alongside James Cagney in Kiss Tomorrow Goodbye, hinting at a career destined for greatness. Yet behind the glamorous facade, her life was spiraling out of control. Personal scandals, tumultuous relationships, and a penchant for late-night partying led to substance abuse, tarnishing her reputation in an industry obsessed with image. Arrests for public drunkenness and writing bad checks became frequent, eroding her career and financial security. By her late 30s, Payton was living in squalor, walking the streets of Hollywood as a prostitute to survive, a shocking contrast to the red carpet premieres she once graced. She died on May 8, 1967, at just 39 years old, at her parents' modest home with no funds for a proper burial. Her story is a poignant reminder of how personal struggles and societal pressures can swiftly strip away both career and dignity. Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle, one of the silent film era's highest-paid actors, earning over $1 million annually in the 1920s, faced a career and financial ruin following a scandal in 1921. Accused of the rape and manslaughter of actress Virginia Rappe, Arbuckle endured 3 trials before being acquitted. However, the scandal's aftermath proved catastrophic. His films were banned, He was blacklisted, and his legal defense drained an estimated $700,000 from his finances. Attempts to resurrect his career under the pseudonym William Goodrich saw only limited success, leaving him with minimal assets by the time he died of a heart attack at 46 on June 29, 1933. Arbuckle's story highlights how even a massive fortune cannot withstand public scandal, industry politics, and the costs of defending one's name, demonstrating that reputation in Hollywood can be as fragile as it is vital. Dorothy Dandridge broke barriers as the first African-American woman nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress, starring in Carmen Jones in 1954. Her radiant performances and trailblazing talent challenged the norms of a segregated Hollywood. Yet behind the glamour, Dandridge faced relentless racial discrimination, limiting both her roles and earning potential. Financial mismanagement compounded her struggles, and failed marriages drained her emotionally and economically. By 1963, she declared bankruptcy with roughly $150,000 in debt, largely due to unpaid taxes, and poor investments eroded whatever savings remained. On September 8, 1965, at just 42, she was found dead in her modest West Hollywood apartment, with only 24 cents in her bank account. Dandridge's life and death reflect a painful juxtaposition of trailblazing success and profound vulnerability, underscoring the hidden costs of breaking barriers in an unforgiving industry. Marie Prevost, a radiant star of the silent film era in the 1920s, charmed audiences in films like The Marriage Circle and Kiss Me Again. However, the transition to sound films proved unkind. Her voice did not resonate with the new medium, leading to a rapid decline in roles. As her professional opportunities waned, Prevost struggled with depression and alcoholism, which further isolated her from Hollywood's elite. By the time of her death on January 21, 1937, at just 38 years old, she was living alone in a modest, dilapidated Los Angeles apartment. Acute alcoholism and malnutrition had taken their toll, leaving her with only $300 to her name. Prevost's story demonstrates the fragile nature of fame, especially for silent film stars unable to adapt to technological shifts, and emphasizes how quickly stardom can give way to poverty when personal and professional support systems fail. Sammy Davis Jr., a multi-talented entertainer known for singing, dancing, and acting, faced severe financial struggles despite fame. By the time of his death on May 16, 1990, at 64, he owed the IRS over $7 million, and after liquidating assets, his estate was still $5.2 million in debt due to excessive spending, gambling, and mismanagement. Similarly, Veronica Lake, famous for her peekaboo hairstyle and roles in Sullivan's Travels and other films, suffered from alcoholism, failed marriages, and mental health issues, declaring bankruptcy in 1951. By the time she died at 50 on July 7, 1973, she had little to her name, reportedly working as a waitress in New York to survive. Both stories highlight how financial mismanagement and personal struggles can affect even the brightest stars, leaving them vulnerable despite decades of fame. Other Hollywood icons such as Buster Keaton, Mabel Normand, Terry Thomas, Bela Lugosi, Bud Abbott, and John Garfield also faced financial hardship despite their immense contributions. Keaton struggled with alcoholism and creative constraints after transitioning to sound films, though he made a modest comeback later. Mabel Normand battled tuberculosis and was affected by scandal, draining her resources. Terry Thomas spent nearly all his savings on Parkinson's treatment, while Bela Lugosi's typecasting and addiction left him penniless. Bud Abbott faced IRS seizures and epilepsy, dying nearly destitute, and John Garfield's career was destroyed during the Red Scare, leaving him financially strained until his death. These stories collectively underscore that talent and cultural impact do not guarantee financial security. The lives of these Golden Age stars illustrate that wealth, fame, and talent are fragile, often vulnerable to addiction, mismanagement, personal scandal, or societal forces beyond an actor's control. Despite their monumental contributions to film, music, and entertainment, many ended their lives in poverty, highlighting the hidden struggles behind the glittering facade of Hollywood. From legal troubles to blacklisting, health crises, and societal discrimination, each star faced unique challenges that depleted their fortunes. Their legacies endure through their work, but the stories of their financial ruin serve as sobering lessons on the precariousness of fame, reminding viewers that behind every glamorous image, there can be unseen battles, loneliness, and hardship.